Welcome to Duke's United Show. And Manchester United have gone and done it. They finally got a deal over the line, Garf. Finally, we've got something to talk about. Okay, it's not the greatest in the world, but it's a start. It's a start. So the question is to you, Garf. Are you excited about this move, or are you still thinking, are we doing the right thing here by getting him because of our budget? What are you thinking here?
I mean, I was excited from the start. I know a lot of people wasn't. I've seen a lot of vitriol on Twitter acting like he's a rubbish player. Mason Mount's a quality addition to this team. He's what Ten Hag wants. And I've got to say this, like, everyone keeps telling me in Ten Hag we trust, apart from the moment it's a transfer that they don't want. And then all of a sudden, we don't trust him anymore. Listen, he wanted the man. He's got the man. 55 mil, top end price. I think we both agreed on that at the time, didn't we? Like,
Yeah.
5, that's the top end with a year left on his contract that you can go. Quality player, in my opinion, improves our team straight away. Walks into the squad, in my opinion, and there's a reason Chelsea didn't want to let him go. There's a reason they didn't want to let him go. It's only because he wouldn't sign a new contract. So, yeah, I think he's a quality addition. I really do, mate. I can't. If you're talking solely on the transfer budget, I think we've got to get out of our mind that we've got to buy a couple of players, and this is one of them, and then probably. We've got 50 mil left. It's a goalkeeper, I'm guessing. So no striker this summer. Yeah. But I'm excited, Dave. I really am. I think he's a great addition, mate. I really do.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's a good addition. He's definitely a good addition when you're talking about all we do now is we think to Eriksen and what Eriksen produced for us last season. As good as Eriksen was in terms of outside of possession, is a bit of a different story. It's a bit more tough. It was tougher for us to handle because his legs were kind of gone, especially after when he came back from the injury. It wasn't the same. He wasn't the same. And we were a bit too easy to break down. Plus, you got too many players who were at the higher ends of, you're looking at 2 30-year-olds in the midfield. You need legs in the midfield no matter what. And, Mason Mount being 24 years of age, that says something in it. It says, look, you're a younger player, you get goals. Let's just take a quick look at that again because I wanted to talk about this stuff. So he comes in, he signs for, let me just take this banner out of the way. So yeah, he signs for 55 million plus 5. He's 24 years of old. He's 5 years of age, 5'11", and he got 3 goals last year and 3 assists in 35 games. That's just a bad season because when you look at him, the previous seasons he's done pretty well. In terms of even goal scoring and assists. Look at that, 33 goals, 33 assists, 32 assists in 195 games for Chelsea. So if he can continue, doing something like that for us, I'll be quite happy for a number 8. He's like the Herrera position. And that's really what I've always wanted, someone who can just be he's a player that you don't really need to worry if he scores or not, or assists or not, but he's going to give you that as a bonus, and he's a hard-working midfielder. Now, like you said, if he comes in and for some reason he ends up in the hole, I won't be happy because obviously Bruno has got mad stats on that one. He's a Champions League winner already, and he's won the FIFA Club World Cup as well. So, he's got 5 goals in 36 games for England as well. So it's a step up, a slight step up on an Eriksen, but for years to come, we don't need to think about that position of number 8 because he's 24 years of age. That's what I see, Garf. What about you?
Yeah. No, I mean, I think he's a great player. Now, that's what I keep coming back to. Like, everyone seems to be caveating it, like yourself there, mate. Like, if he's in the 10, I don't want to see it. He can play anywhere. 10, 8 on the wings. I'm sorry, he's a great player. He really is. And I think as Man United fans, we need to get excited for this player. I think he improves our team. It's not a slight improvement, a massive improvement in our midfield with Mason Mount in there. He is now obviously it may not work. It's football, what I mean. It doesn't always happen. But if we're talking last season's Mason Mount, this is a bona fide international class player. He really is. He's quality. So I think we need to get more excited than everyone is about it at the moment. I think he walks into our team, he improves it. It can play Bruno or Eriksen's position, which means we can rotate, which is what all the top teams do. We need quality in rotation. This isn't a man who's only going to play 25 games a season. He's our starting number 8 from now on. I think you know what I mean, the position 8. Obviously, Bruno's number 8, but you know what I mean. Walks into
number
the
10, Bruno for me.
Yeah. I agree with you. His best, it would be Bruno up there with Mount behind him, but whatever they want to do, you know what I mean. I think he's a great player. I really do. As I said when we first were linked to him, I won't lie. I have a bit of the old English bias in me as well. Like I like to see English players at Man United, so there's a slight bit of that as well. I'm not going to lie there, you know what I mean. But no, I think he can't. Like if we can get him. Like you said, I don't think goals and assists is really what it's about with Mason Mount. I think it's the energy, like you were talking about, the ability to press from the front, which is what Ten Hag wants, the ability to track back. Eriksen, let's face it, Eriksen's probably he is definitely a silkier player than Mason Mount, but he's a different player as well. He's like, I can see Mason Mount really, really helping this squad out, especially Casemiro. Casemiro not going to have to worry about being on his own there, you know what I mean, at the back. Mason Mount can go back and forth. So, I'm hyped for it, mate. I really am. Obviously, if we had more money, then I'll be even more hyped because we can go get more players. I think the problem we've got a lot of Man United fans at the moment is we know that this is probably our big signing this summer, mate. This is probably our big signing.
That's what I'm upset about, though, Garf, because, look, we really need a striker, a top-notch striker. And if he's going to be our main player coming in, I don't see how we are catching up with the big boys because they've already made signings and they're better than Mason Mount. So that means that they've now pulled away from us still. Okay, we've improved. That's fine. I think, like I say, I'm happy he's in because we've improved. It's not like we brought a player in that we haven't improved. But I think I'll get excited once I see him play. If he starts doing more than... I'm going to now be watching him every single movement that he makes. I'm going to be watching. So that's when I'll get excited. Pre-season, I'll see what he can do and I might start getting more excited. But right now, it's a case of, we've improved. We've brought in younger player. We've brought in a position that we don't need to really worry about for the next few years. I'm happy with that. Eriksen's getting older. You can't expect him to be a starter every week. You just can't. And then that's where I'm looking at it. I think, nice, but not. I can't lie and say that I didn't think before when he was playing for England, what are you doing? What do you do? Why are you ahead of Grealish? Because I remember when I really wanted Grealish to come in and he was always playing, it used to be Rice, Calvin Phillips, and then him, Mount. And I was thinking, why? Why are you playing? You're the attacking player, but you never score goals, you never assist. What are you doing? And that's why really like I said to you before, when I first thought about it, I thought, why the hell are we getting it? But now looking deeply into it, number 8 position, I'm happy with that. Steve K, he says, you've got money for one more blockbuster signing. That's if we don't change the ownership.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about blockbuster, mate. This is what I mean. Like what they're saying, we need a striker, and that's 100 mil minimum. The strikers we're talking about, 85 to 100 mil, and we, as I understand it, unless you've got some new information for us, Steve. You know what I mean? As I understand it,
let us know, man. Yeah, we ain't
got that money. Yeah.
Bloody hell,
we
mate.
ain't got that money unless we sell some players on. So, I'll say this as well. You're saying that people. I think personally, for Man United, and I'm not talking about the players here. Yeah. He's a better signing than Declan Rice or Alex McAllister, mate. But I'm not talking about the players because Declan Rice, that's Casemiro's position. We've got Casemiro for another year, like minimum.
I mean, that the upgrade that they've had from Partey to Rice, it's not really that much of a difference. And then you're talking about like Havertz coming in for Odegaard. He's not going to improve Odegaard, is he? So I get what you're saying. You're saying their improvement on their team. Is that what you're trying to get at?
I just mean, but what improves the team? Arsenal have already got a quality team. They're now the next stage above us, man. I know what you're trying to say. Like we need to be chasing them, but they're the stage above us, man. They're buying players now to fill out their team, not to make their team. Havertz, quality signing for Arsenal. I think it's another one that a lot of Arsenal fans, seem to be acting like he's rubbish. Great player for him.
I don't like him. I don't like him. Yeah.
You don't like Havertz? Mate, I think Havertz is a great player, mate. Yeah, and Rice,
I think he misses too many chances. He misses far too much, and he looks like a player who's just not too confident. For me,
he's not a striker, man. He's not a striker.
What is he? He's in the hole, right? Or he's on the left, on the right?
No, he's that awful player on Champ, the AM. Like, not a centre mid, not a striker, not a winger, just the AM centre. Oh my goodness sake. But no, and I'm not listening. I'm not trying to say that. I'm not trying to say Mount is better than Rice or Mount is better than Mount is better than Havertz in my opinion, or Mount is better than McAllister. What I'm saying is for Man United right now, that's the right signing for us. Just like Rice is the right signing for Arsenal. You know what I mean? So
do you not think McAllister would have been good in that position?
I mean, I hope someone clips this, mate, for me. I think Matt McAllister's well overrated, bruv. Overrated. Yeah, he's a good player, man, but he's I would like for 35 mil, that's a different question you're asking me. That's a great signing for 35 mil. But I do think he's an overrated player, Alexis McAllister. Yeah, I really do. So no, I prefer Mount.
Yeah, if you was to ask me, right, like, do you want McAllister or Mount? McAllister at 35 and Mount at 60. I'm taking McAllister at 35. That's all I'm saying. I'd take McAllister at 35 mil.
Look, just for one thing as well, because this one always has annoyed me. It's 55 mil. If we pay 60, if we pay 60 for him, it's been worth it. No, because 5 mil's a lot of money, mate. Like if we pay 60 for it, it's been worth it because that means he's done things.
What the add-ons are. That's the question.
Well, that's what I want to know, because that's the thing that always annoys me about Martial when people say we paid 55 mil for him. We didn't. We paid 36 mil for him.
This is so true. It's like Enzo Fernandez as well. I don't care. He needs to earn his stripes, mate. I don't want to big him up to the highest levels before he's done what he needs to do. Go and do what you need to do, and then I put you up there with the bigger boys. And you don't just do one World Cup and then you call him like a world-class top player. Same with James Rodriguez. He weren't that good. He scored a great goal, and Real bought him, and he just had the mediocre time at Real. And he's not even that good. He comes to Everton.
Where is he now? Yeah, he's obviously in Saudi Arabia or something, mustn't he? But yeah, sorry, which player are we talking about here? Are they talking about Mason Mount here, or are we talking about McAllister?
No, he was talking about, I think it's the usual World Cup hype, another James Rodriguez, McAllister.
Right, yeah. I agree, man. I agree.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's a decent enough player. He's a decent enough player from what I've seen, mate. But it's another one of them, I think. Yeah, McAllister. Listen, Liverpool. Klopp knows what he's doing. He makes players look good. I mean, James Milner's looked good for Liverpool for the last 8 years. You know what I mean? And Milner, no disrespect to him, he is a bog average bowler, but he looks great. You know what I mean? So
he just
they'll get something out of McAllister there. But again, I just don't think it's. We needed players going forward, man. So McAllister, Rice, these players aren't for us at the moment. You know, I mean, I would have loved Declan Rice at Man United. 105 mil, probably not probably not. But this.
Yes. Yeah, Moyes Casido we've been interested in. So I don't know what's happened there.
See, that'd be a great signing for us if we're looking for that sort of player. But I won't lie, I think Casido's a bit overrated as well, man. That cannot be. Yeah, mate, 100 mil for Moises Caicedo, you're out. Someone's taking something that I need to get hold of, mate, because they're living in a fantasy land, bruv. They're living in a fantasy land. If Caicedo worth 100 mil, bruv.
Yeah, it's a lot. He is 19. What is he? 20? Sorry,
21.
Yeah, he's a good player. Look, good player, but nothing special. Nothing really special that you go, oh my goodness me, I need to get this player in our side quick. And otherwise everyone's going to take him. Nah, I don't like that. You know, one thing I really am upset about.
Go on.
I'm really upset about it. And that's Timber going to Arsenal, mate. I'm telling you, I'm not happy about that at all. I am not happy. They are bolstering that defense, mate. They are bolstering that defense. It can play anywhere along the back as well. My point is, you have no money. One more. Yeah, we're in trouble. If this is the case,
you have money. It's not no more money.
But here's the question for you, though, Garf. Obviously, we're all about Mount today. You have picked this as your strongest 11 with every player we have in the side right now in the squad, assuming they're all fit. Yeah? Mm-hmm. This is your strongest 11.
Yep.
Talk to me.
No, that is not my strongest 11, mate. I don't know where you got that from, bruv. That is not what I said.
Oh, wait a minute. I pressed that in the wrong thing. I downloaded the wrong one. Oh my god! Keep talking. I get it sorted.
Listen, my strongest 11 does not include Greenwood. If Greenwood's playing at the start of the season, then it's a different matter.
Oh, if he's fit, I get you.
Well, he's not part of the team at the moment. He's still suspended. He's not part of Manchester United. Yeah. He's still under internal investigation, mate. He's training on his own.
Yeah, of course we can't.
But Greenwood's not part. But if he was back, then I'd have Greenwood up front, Rashford on there. But yeah. listen,
Yeah,
the
same
back
here.
five sorts it. The back five sorts itself out. Obviously, it's De Gea at the moment with Martinez for Varane, Shaw, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I'm going Casemiro as the DM with Mount in at 8, Bruno in the attacking midfield role. I'm going Garnacho on the left to start
Yes,
from
you
now
are.
on.
You're going
Yeah,
Rashford up front, yeah.
Rashford up top and Anthony on the right.
Have you had to think about what's his name coming in or not? Ahmad Diallo coming back?
Yeah, I did,
I he's going
but I
back out
didn't.
on loan?
Oh, no, I think we keep him. I actually think he stays, man. I really do. Unless we can get, I think what Ten Hag said is there's no point in going European or Championship football. It has to be Premier League football if we're going to loan him out. And I agree with that. So yeah, that's what I've read. So yeah, if that's true, then I agree with that entirely. If we can get him to an Everton, you know what I mean, or Forest went down, but one of the new teams coming up, something like that, then I'll be happy with that. But otherwise, keep him, loan Palestri out. You know what I'm saying? Sell Elanga, loan Palestri, and keep. There it is. Yeah, that's the team. That's what. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. That's what I like. The work that you've already found Mount in a Man United shirt, bruv. I like that. Yeah, because that's what we've got at the moment. You know what I mean? So like, we haven't got a striker. I can't trust Martial. You know what I mean? I wish I could.
But if he's there and he's fit for pre-season, do you not play him? That's the question.
No, because it just breaks down again, Nate. Come on, man.
But you play him and then he breaks down.
No,
that's what I think he's going to do. That's what I think Ten Hag's going to do. I don't think he's going to not play him. I think if he's fit and he's training this pre-season, he plays. I know it's annoying, but he plays.
We've got to build the team.
We've got no strikers. Man. We'll see. If he's fit, I can 100% put a bet on it. He will start.
Well, yeah, because we've got nothing else, man.
That's what I'm saying to you, exactly.
But if we sign it, no, listen, Martial, man. Martial's done, Nathan. He's done.
I know he's done. I don't want him as our first choice striker, but we got no strikers. That's our squad.
Yeah, I'm talking about not just the one game, Nathan. I'm talking about this will be the team through the season. No, but this is the team that's going to play the most games, not one game at the start of the season. Then Martial breaks down and we have to change it again. You know what I mean?
Eric Ten Hag right now, I get what you're saying, but Eric Ten Hag right now, he's going into pre-season. And everyone who comes in that pitch to warm up and do the training, that's his team he's got to choose from. So if Donny van der Beek is back from injury, Martinez is back from injury, Martial is back from injury, he's going to be putting on his whiteboard all the strikers who are fit in his list, all the wingers, all the other wingers, all the defenders, everyone in every position in his list. And they're the players who are going to play pre-season. If they break down, they come out. But the point is, his strongest 11... he wants to bring in a new striker because he knows he can't depend on Martial. We all can't depend on Martial. I've given up on thinking he's ever going to be fit. But if he's at the club and he's fit in pre-season, he will be in the starting 11 until he breaks down. That's all I know. Because Eric Ten Hag will do that.
Who are you taking out of that team then, Dave? Who are you taking out of that team to fit in Martial?
I'm saying Martial will go up front and Rashford will be on the left and Anthony will be on the right. I don't think he'll start ahead of Martial if he's fit, no. I don't think he's going to do it. Ten Hag won't do it.
That's a bad. Do you know what? I trust Ten Hag. That's a bad decision, man.
But he won't do it. I think he won't do it. That's in my team. I believe this is going to be the strongest 11 that he will pick. That will be the team. Just like him saying, I like Eriksen, but I think he's bringing him out to start. I think Bruno starts, Casemiro starts. And at the moment, that's what will start if everyone's fit. I don't see any other difference than that. De Gea, I don't want him in the club, but if we get Onana, he won't be starting. But yeah, if everyone's fit, I see that. But if Greenwood comes back, I see Greenwood in there. So yeah, I don't want him in there. I don't want Martial to start. But if he's fit, I'd actually start him myself as well. So yeah.
I don't know why you're not
being linked with Lavia, top talent. Yeah.
What do you think? I think it's more because there's a Lavia at the moment, Steve. I don't know if you put in a bet, but there's a lot of teams circling him, isn't there? So we enter the race. The moment Man United enter any race, there's 20 mil put on. Yeah, there's 20 mil put on the price. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I agree with you, though, Steve. Great player, great player. I don't understand where you're coming from, like, with this Martial thing. I don't get it. Like,
have you not seen what Eric Ten Hag has done every time he's fit? He plays
only because we had nothing else. But now,
exactly, we still don't have nothing else.
No, we got Rashford, man. We put Rashford through the centre.
He might play up there, but if
we didn't have Garnacho ready for first team football. He is now. As I understand it, he's getting the number 7 shirt, which in my mind means he's a starter. If he's being given the number 7, he's a
So
starter.
you think that Rashford doesn't start on the left no more? He plays up front from now on. Even if we get a striker in, then what?
Well, then that's a different conversation entirely.
But
like,
then if he's got the number 7 to be a starter, Garnacho plays no matter what, then what Rashford did?
Oh, come on, that's not what I said. I didn't say he plays no matter what. I said he's a
Well, he's
starter.
the number 7 to be a starter, right? So
I didn't say he plays no matter
where
what.
Does Rashford go?
Then I don't think we're getting a striker now. This is the problem. This is the conversation we're having. I don't think we're getting one, mate. So
No,
no.
Even
with what money?
Even Hoyland.
They want 80 mil for him, mate. Yeah. Goncalo Ramos, 86 mil. Hoyland, I think 75 plus add-ons. Osimhen, 100 plus.
Last I heard, there was some kind of negotiations for Hoyland or something. I mean, it might not be true, but last I heard is that. But if we ain't going to get a striker in, Rashford is going to be a striker this year. That I agree there. And if we ain't going to get a striker in, and he is going up front, obviously, I still see it happening. I can't tell you any other thing than I'm going to see Martial playing if he's fit. He is going to play.
I think we got Greenwood back at the start of the season as well, man.
Yeah, and that's a different story as well. So
yeah, I truly, but like, I think Martial's done, mate. I don't think I know what you're trying to say about how he played, but he didn't. That's actually a bit of a misnomer because he was fit for a long time while we were starting Boot Weghorst, mate, and he was on the bench. So
okay, if that's what you think, that's no problem. We'll see how it plays out when it comes to the season. But if he's fit, I'm telling you now, he's playing.
I don't want to hear that, mate. Okay, I don't want to hear it. I'm so done with Martial. I don't want to hear it. I don't believe it. The first stage of grief, mate. Denial. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, my God.
You know what? All jokes aside, then that's the most frustrating thing about Martial. If someone could guarantee me that he could survive 25 games straight,
he can't.
There's no question. Yeah, there's no question. You play him, but the man
he can't move anymore either, like he used to.
Nothing. He's like Leslie King, isn't he? I think we've got a Leslie King on our hands, mate. Like he's a great player, but he can't train. Yeah, he can't survive more than. Even when he's doing all right, Maguire goes and breaks his foot. You know.
I know. Oh, there you go, lad. Yeah, we'll get you out of the game. Yeah, it's a killer.
What Steve just said there, I agree with as well. I don't think
what's that? The fact you've got a lot of money, you haven't got a lot of money. I'd be pretty annoyed if you pay big money for a goalkeeper when you have De Gea. I wouldn't. I think going to get Onana. I think we should be selling Maguire. We should be selling these other players. I'm having Onana in terms of what he can do with his feet. He'll make us a lot better footballing team. And obviously, he got to Champions League final for a reason. He can't be crap. And especially if Ten Hag wants him as well, I'm having him. What I've seen in him, I like it a lot. I've not seen any feet that he's got.
Have you just seen the Champions League final in him though, or have you? Because
I saw was the Champions League final, and the fact that Ten Hag wants him, and the fact that his feet are tremendous. I don't even know a keeper with feet like that. I don't know any.
Yeah. If Ten Hag wants him, then I've got to trust in Ten Hag, and I'll be happy with the man coming in. But from everything I've seen of Onana, mate, I don't rate him as a goalkeeper.
Like, is he not a good shot stopper? Is he not?
No, mate. His position is he's been like I can see some highlights of him, but like he's great on his feet. He's a goalkeeper, you know what I mean? So he makes some great saves as well. Let's not get it wrong. He's not a bad goalkeeper, mate. But it's the. Are we really going to give up that much between the sticks just for someone to be able to play it out from the back?
I think so.
And I'm not. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think so, Garf. I actually think you're not going to get a keeper who's as good shot stopping as De Gea. That's for sure. I don't know many that are out there. No. So when you're looking for that type of keeper, you're going to have to say, I'm going to give up this. This is what we're giving up at the moment, Garf, is playing football and keeping the ball and having possession of the ball because De Gea's in goal. And we're looking at, remember, we're looking at most clean sheets, great saves at times, and we're looking at them things and happy about them while we're really peed off at his footballing abilities and his stupid mistakes that he makes every now and again. Yeah, so you weigh up the two, and then you weigh up Onana's two as well. They're probably, if you weigh them both, they might be the same. But the reality is we got to keep the ball. And I'd rather keep the ball now. I've had enough of great saves and at the expense of not being able to pass the ball to save my life and then giving up stupid goals as well. Yeah, I really think he'll be an upgrade. That's my point. So.
No, you're right. You just sold me, Nathan. Actually, 'cause I'm just thinking about it. No, because I keep saying that De Gea's shot stopping this, De Gea's shot stopping that, but he's also liable for a dreadful letting FA Cup fight. Was it the final? Was that the one? No, maybe not. Which like them low down hard one.
West Ham, it just rolled past him.
Like, was it Declan Rice? It was Declan Rice, wasn't it? Yeah,
and the one where he glitched on the post, near post against Wolves or someone.
Right. Oh, you're right. 27 as well, and Nana knows the manager, knows what he wants, knows the system. Do you know what, mate? You sold me, actually. Like listen, I'm not a man who refuses to change his mind on things. Like 100%, you sold me.
That's what's good about it, Garf. You could go staunch and go crazy, but then at times, if you think about it, and then you think, you know what,
you're right.
I'm gonna change my mind. I've changed my mind on Mount. I've changed my mind on Mount.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Being on number 8, I don't mind that.
And I'm hearing 43 mil for him as well, which works in our budget.
Yeah, obviously, would you rather a top goalkeeper than a striker? Obviously not. But for 45 mil, you're not going to get a top striker anyway.
Yeah.
So, end of the day, I'd rather Rashford goes up front and we take that chance with Greenwood being the striker, and then you just wait till the takeover and then you really go for a proper striker. I don't want a no-point striker. The only striker that I would take that would probably be in and around this 55, 60 mil is the Ollie Watkins one. That's what I would like to take if we're going to take a player like that in that kind of amount of money. And then I'd rather him than having... Would I rather him than Onana? Because then you've still got Rashi, you've still got Greenwood.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And this is what I was about to say. If you look at our team right now, if Greenwood comes back, you've actually got Rashford, Greenwood, and Martial for the season as our 3 strikers. You can work that, get Onana in. I agree with you entirely.
And then you improve your defensive, you improve your distribution. You've got the midfield. You improve that ability to move around.
Then next season you go out and get the £100 million striker that you know is going to bag 25, 30 goals during the season. Because this is the thing. As much as I like Højlund, as much as I like Ramos, these are not guaranteed goal scorers. I mean, I think Ramos would be, but mate, I've been very wrong. I think Weghorst would score a couple of goals. You know?
Yeah, but the thing is, though, when it comes to Weghorst, he was a Burnley player. We knew that he's just a Burnley player from day one. We just hoped that he could at least get us a couple goals and, fill a spot while our player was injured. That's what was the best we could hope for. He held up the ball and scored 1 goal in the cup. That's it. Like, he was nowhere near good enough to play Prem football. Like, I don't know how he plays for the national team. I really don't get it. But, it's football. That happens. Yeah. Sometimes
national teams have them players, don't they? They don't score goals. They're just up. There was the Portuguese, I can't remember his name. There's a Portuguese striker. I swear he never scored a goal, maybe. He was always playing weak because they had no one else. Like, who's Holland got up front at the moment? You know what I mean? But
Steve saying, hear what you're saying about now liking Mount. I now like Havertz, but let's get it right. It's because they now play for our team. No, I'm talking about Mount in the 8, not Mount in the 10. Like, it's a total different thing in my mind. Like, I was just thinking about why is Mount always playing in the 10 in the hole? He doesn't do enough. And then I was like, no, why are we the hell we got to get him for? Oh, for Eriksen. Oh, let me think about that. Okay, he does the defensive work a bit more. That's why he played for England. He runs around, he rats around, wins the ball. He's one of the top defensive midfielders in the game, attacking midfielders in terms of off the ball. So I'm like, okay. And then you look at his stats on, okay, he got 10 goals, he got this and many assists. All right, that's not too bad, to be fair, because that's quite good numbers as a midfielder if you're getting them amount of goals and that amount of assists. And if you're playing in the number 8, let me look at what Eriksen done last year. He got 1 goal. How many assists did he get? Not too many, maybe 3 or something. Okay. So if he's going to improve that and give us legs, is an improvement in the number 8. So I say, no, I'm not hating this decision. It's a good decision. That's what's at Westminster Stave. Maybe with you, Havertz, I don't know, because end of the day, I don't like him. Garf likes him. For me, he doesn't improve your side. He just adds another body that if you want to rest Odegaard, you put Havertz in, not bad. You're not going to drop off too much. That's okay. But you already have Smith Rowe, who's very good, who can play them kind of positions as well. I think he plays more wider, but same does Havertz. So I would have liked to give Smith more minutes. I don't know.
I think Havertz is a great. This is what I was thinking. Is
great
to a great addition to their team. I think to compete with Man City now, you need to have quality reserves. And Havertz, for me, can play the striker. Don't score that much, but he can play the striker. He can play either wing. He can play the 10. Even, I don't know this, but maybe he can play a little bit deeper in the midfield as well, maybe. But
do you think he's better than Werner?
Timo Werner, yeah, definitely better than Timo Werner, mate. For me. Yeah. I never really rated Timo Werner, mate. To be quite honest, I think Havertz is a player that has been. I think he's been. What's the word I'm looking for? We've got a bad impression of him from his time at Chelsea. You know the way you talk about João Felix and he played out of position at Atletico Madrid and they don't play to his strengths. Yeah. I feel like that for Kai Havertz at Chelsea, man. They put him up top as a main striker and he just isn't that, man. He just isn't that. You know what I mean? Like I said, he's a mercurial player.
That's true.
I wouldn't want Havertz in my team right now because I don't know where he plays and we haven't got a set team. But if you're talking about Arsenal and you're bringing him in as cover for all them positions, I think 75 mil, a little pricey for him, but still quality addition to the team.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot.
It was 75, I think, wasn't it? 75 mil for Havertz,
mate.
Yeah. But like Steve said, when he was, he was excellent, honestly. Like,
Same as Werner, though. Werner bagged plenty goals, and he come to England, he weren't the best. And they both weren't the best for me. I don't think they were both any good. Like, not any good. They were good players, but that's all I would call them. Like, good. Because there's so many players who are better than them. Like,
65, fair enough. Yeah, that's a little bit better.
Havertz and Mount. I think there's so many, and there's so much more to go to get the top of the range. But like you say, again, football's not always about top of the range. You also have to have some workhorses in your side. You also have some players who do a certain job for you. And that's a good manager who gets the player and goes, you know what? Park Ji-sung, you'll do me. No Neymar here. No Neymar. Park Ji-sung, you're very good at all of these things. I'll take that. You know? So, yeah.
Right. I ain't played. I was going to say, I ain't played right now. Again, this is what I mean about what's good for your team. If you was offering me Neymar right now or prime Park Ji-sung, I'd probably take fucking Park Ji-sung. Like, it's mental to say, but because of what he gave that team, people were pretty like, what are you talking about, Neymar? No, I'm talking about right now. Prime Neymar, obviously you take prime Neymar over almost any player ever to play the game, you know what I mean? But 32-year-old Neymar, Park Ji-sung was an absolute workhorse that drove teams forward, you know what I mean? Drove teams forward. There's a reason Fergie trusted him so much. So no, I'm excited to see where we go now, Nate. Like, I'm hoping that we can make at least 60 million sales this season in the summer. So that leaves us. I think this might be where Steve's coming from. That probably leaves us with about 100 mil to spend still.
Yeah.
Where do you take Onana 45 mil? You've got 55 mil left, mate. Where are you splashing that money, do you think? I don't even need a name, but what position are you going for? Where are you looking?
It's goalkeeper, isn't it? It's goalkeeper.
No, but we get Onana. We already get Onana in. That's what I'm saying. For 45, yeah. So you've got 55 left, you know what I mean? Like, because you're not getting a big-time striker.
You try and get Ollie Watkins. That's it.
Still got, fair play.
I go for him. I can't think of anything else. I probably wouldn't even sell him for that. I think you probably have to buy him 65 mil or something like that, like the same as Havertz.
English tax, Man United tax, you know what I mean? Yeah, fair play.
What about you?
I'll probably try and get another midfielder in this. Like I say, I'm in my mind, I'm now thinking if Ten Hag's thinking Rashford, Martial, Greenwood, then I'm all right with that as our three striker options for the season. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm all right with that, man. You know what I mean? You keep Sancho, and you've still got Garnacho, Sancho, Anthony, Ahmed. I'm definitely forgetting someone. Palestra, you've got 5 wingers there as well, all rotating. So I'd probably go and get another centre mid, someone like what's the Fulham fella? The Polina, I like him, but they want 70 mil for him now, you know what I mean? Because how much Rice has gone for it. But that style player, a defensive style midfielder, man, is what I'd go with. So I couldn't give you a name.
So someone to cover for Casemiro.
Yeah, basically, yeah. 40 mil on a nice, like, 22, 23-year-old, like, who can cover that position. Or if we can get Polina, I think that's a great addition to the team as well, you know what I mean? So,
Polina, is he not going 8? Is he like an 8? Or
but he can do 8? He can do both, but he can definitely play in that deep lying DM role as well. But if not him, someone who can cover Casemiro, because we can't have Casemiro trying to play 60 games a season. So
Yeah, and then he's obviously going to get suspended because we know what he's tackling like.
Never got suspended once in that. But yeah, you know, especially if I'm thinking if we can sell a Fred, we need a replacement for a Fred. There's Steve's like Lavia. That's not a bad shout if we can get that money in.
Yeah.
If we can get that money in, another great shout, mate. But again, Lavia feels to me like the moment Man United go for him, it ain't going to be 30 mil anymore. It's going to be, So, but no, that's all player, Steve. Exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly right. Got a bit of Premier League experience.
I need someone who's going to play more often than not instead of sitting around and being a player who backs you up. Like we got Shaw. Obviously, the only position where I want a backup now is a Casemiro. If you get what I mean. You need an actual striker. You need a backup Casemiro. You've already got your backup for left back. That's sorted. Backup centre back Martinez with Lindelof. Backup right centre back, no one. Then right back, you've got both of them. They're fine. Yeah. Casemiro, like I said, he's on his own. Now you've got Eriksen behind Mount. Fine, 8. Bruno, you can mix it up and throw in Mount there as well. So that's fine as well. You've got Fred still there. So he can also play in the 8. And then you can also
definitely
play
his best position. That's definitely his best position.
Yeah. You don't want him deeper. You don't want him deeper.
No.
Then you look on the right, you got Ahmed, you got Sancho, you got Anthony. They all can play on the right. You got left side, Garnacho and Rashford. Sancho can play there if needed, but not the best for me on the left. And up front, you've got Rashford at the moment, 0.25% chance of Martial, probably 0.01% chance of Martial. And then you got Greenwood if he comes back. So, yeah, you really got a few positions there that you can get some cover, and also a few positions where we really just need a player in it. So that's what's next. What's he saying? You can have party for 55. Nah, mate, we don't want a party. Mate. We don't want to have a party.
We got enough Robins in our team, mate. We don't need no more Robins in there.
Nah, mate. Nah, you keep him. You keep your world-class player. Your world-class player is better than Casemiro. But you want to get rid of him.
You know what? Do you know what I'm just thinking as well? Like, this is the thing. If we get that Kim Min Jae, like, do we need? No, is he gone? Is he already gone?
Gone to Bayern, mate.
Oh, he's gone, right? But that's all played. You know what? That's fair enough. Because where's he actually? I wanted him, but then I got to think about it. He actually takes Varane's position. So
yeah, but if Varane's injured, this is another thing. Yeah, you want to see Varane is injury prone. Like he's been here. Obviously, he had a nice little stretch in last season, but then he still did get injured from not a foul. Like again. Like he gets injured without being fouled too often. Richard Hutchinson says, "Hi, Man United fan TV. How are you doing today? And how was your week? Man United need a proper number 9 like Cole, Sol, York. Who's Sol? Solskjaer. York, Mr. Roy, Rooney, Van Persie, many. You know what? Stop giving me these names to think about again, because it's been a long time since we had a proper striker like these boys, especially Van Persie. Oh my!
Oh mate, do you know Van Persie?
Favorite striker.
Bring me that list back up. Van Persie's like 4th on that list, mate. Are you mad?
You think so? Van Nistelrooy is serious.
Van Nistelrooy,
best finisher.
I'm having Rooney 1, Nistelrooy 2. Then I'm having Andy Cole. Then I'm having Van Persie, mate. Then I'm having Van Persie after Andy Cole. People sleep on Andy Cole, bro.
Andy Cole's serious.
Yeah,
he's serious players, but Van Persie, mate, that finish, his ability to finish.
Oh yeah. That Aston Villa goal, the one over his shoulder and the volley, mate. Is
the Rooney ball fruits against Villa at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Oh my goodness me! Like when you get stand up from shots and striking. Oh my god. Since when do you look at a goal and go, oh my days, what a goal? How often do we get that? Not often, mate. Them kind of goals are serious. Rooney overhead kick at Man United at Old Trafford versus City. Oh my days.
Let me rephrase that for you, Nath. We don't get at Man United much anymore. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Cole and York, that 1-2 against Barca. 1, 2, 3.
Juventus. Juventus, man. Yeah, that was delicious.
Juve, sorry. Was it
Juve? They did against Barca in the group stage, but they did against Juve. Yeah, they did the one where York gets fouled or Cole gets fouled and he just toes it through to York. I'm talking
about the one where he overs it, spins, 1-2s him, and then he puts him back in, and they're all over the place. It was sick.
sick players, man.
What,
Rich,
what
all
about
of those players sick.
Yeah, that's if we get the chance. That's if we get the takeover. That's number one.
Can I just say, Kemba?
I don't know who that
It did
is.
make me laugh. It did make me laugh that Liverpool apparently are exploring the option of paying 300 mil for him. Did you see that tweet? No, I don't know who thought.
Wait. Fitz says, "Are you happy with Mount?" Fitz, man, my boy from day one. I told you I'm happy with him in the 8, but when I first heard about it, I was not happy at all with him, with thinking that he was going to come in and play a 10 and do what he does for England. But yeah, if he's going to be in an 8 and take over Eriksen's spot, yeah, I'm happy because he'll give us more goals, more legs, and more ability to defend on the ball. And we need that, to be fair. At 24 years of age, he's got many years. Eriksen's getting on now. We can't expect him to be our main midfielder who is not the defensive, not the attacking. He's like your Herrera type. I don't mind that. A player who I don't depend on and don't think you need to get me 10 goals, 15 goals a season, but will get me that anyway and will get me some assists if the opportunity presents. I'm happy with that. He's improved our midfield. He's better than McTominay. He's better than Fred. And he's better than Eriksen at the moment. So, yeah, obviously a younger Eriksen would have been ridiculous. But he's old now. He's getting old. So, yeah, I'm happy. But obviously, I want to see bigger, more influential players come into the squad. So, yeah. Yeah, man.
Nothing to add to that. Nothing. Well said, mate. You know what I mean? Well said. Who's this player that Steve's talking about? Sober.
I have no idea. It sounds like a drink from bubble tea drink. One of them bubble
I was thinking tapioca, bruv. You know, a bit of tapioca pudding.
Exactly. I love that.
Yeah. I'm just having a look, mate. Apparently, he's a Burkina Faso. Oh, he looks all right. But by Leverkusen. Do you know what, Steve? I'll have a little look-see at him. You know what I mean? The other one was that Van der Ven, the one that Spurs are looking at. I've seen good things about him as well. Quite cheap. I think it's Werder Bremen he plays for. So, yeah, Mickey Van der Ven, Dutch centre-back. So apparently he's quite decent. But again, I don't know much about him, to be quite honest. Excuse me.
I don't know. But all we know is one deal is done. There may be another deal. Let's see when it happens, Garf. When it happens, it happens. But we're happy we've got one in the door finally. At least we've got some movement. We're not being left totally behind in wheel spinning situations on Mario Kart. We actually got, a person in. So, yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy for now. Not obviously on the Richter scale, I would say I'm about 60. I'm at 60 on the Richter scale. I want to be getting to the 90s and being really excited. I'm actually more excited that Ahmed is back than anything at the moment. That's the most exciting thing that I want. But yeah, Fitz says, I agree with you, to be honest. Goals and legs, young England players aren't cheap. So for me, it's a no-brainer. Good. Right. That's what I'm saying, Fitz. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Couldn't agree more with you, Fitz. That's exactly where I'm at with it. Happy. And you've got to pay an extra 10 mil when it's young and English, ain't you? And then you've got to pay an extra 5 mil to 10 mil when you're Man United. So he's a £45 million player that we're paying 55, 60 for. You know what I mean? It's Man United. That's what we do. So
that's what happens, mate. That's what happens with us. United, we're the worst negotiators now in football ever. We've got
that's what's cost us. Quickly before we jump off, that's what's costing us right now. Our transfer budget is we over the last 4 years we've sold something like £74 million worth of players and bought 450 mil worth of players. And that's why it's not that we've only got 120 mil. Apparently, we've actually got like 260 to 300 mil in cash reserves. But we can't spend it. Yeah, no, mate. Yeah, it's stuck. You're just looking at it. You know what I mean? Like. Yeah. But yeah, so that's what. Hopefully, we can get some of these players out the door. That'll be the next thing, mate. I think that's the next show in it where we can talk about who we get rid of, man. Because there's a lot of dead wood in this team.
Yeah, let's have a chat about that in the next one, by the way. So if you're free over the weekend, let's get that sorted out. Because Man United, we're going to look at the whole squad. We'll look at who we'd keep, who we wouldn't keep, or who you think Ten Hag should keep and who he shouldn't. Obviously, that's more like it, isn't it? Not what we would do. Who cares what we're doing? Yeah. But what we think he will do will probably be the best. So, yeah, we've had 45 nice minutes on Mount and a little bit more bits and pieces. So, yeah, until the next
quick 15-minute show this was meant to be. Quick 15-minute show. Just quickly talk about Mount.
It never happens, does it? It never happens. But, look, thanks a lot, Garf, for coming on once again.
Pleasure as always, mate.
Thanks, everyone, in the comments. If you're new, make sure you hit that like and subscribe, especially Richard Hutchinson and ST. What have you said here? Those that think Mason Mount is no good don't understand ball. He's a big upgrade and we need legs. You see? That's what I'm saying, ST. Exactly what I'm saying. Exactly what we've just said in here. So yeah, if you want to have like proper understanding of football, you want to hear about what people talk about in the real understanding, we're here. We're here. Just join, tell your friends about us, and look, you'll be happy. You'll be happy. So yeah, any other players that come in, I'll tell you exactly how it is. And I'm usually right. I'm going to boast about it. I'm usually right. I'm usually right.
Like I always say, man, I've got no problem admitting I'm wrong, Nath. It's just it's never happened, so I don't know what it feels like. You know what I mean? I don't like.
That's what we say, man. You got to do it. You got to be like that. Salute, Fitz. See you in a bit, man. But everybody, see you guys in the next one. Peace out.